Peace, guys. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me. If you are new, I am Zoena, aka ZuZuNatural. I'm the owner of Inner Outer Balance Crystal Shop, along with Cosmic Crystal Subscription Box. If you're interested in learning more about those, the information's in the description below. Today, we are going to continue with our chakra crystal series, or crystals for chakra series, and we're on the solar plexus today, which you probably knew because I'm wearing yellow, which is the color of the solar plexus chakra. If you haven't watched the first two videos, the root and then the sacral, go ahead and watch those in that order: root, then sacral, and then come on and join us for the solar plexus. Before I get into the video, I am going to have a flash sale this Friday on my Instagram. It'll just be in the Instagram feed, so it'll be images or little videos of crystals that are available for sale in the flash sale. We're going to start Friday. It'll go throughout the weekend until everything sells, hopefully, right? Or until Sunday night. And so these will be items that I picked up from this past weekend's gym show in New Jersey. I got some lovely items. They will be discounted in the flash sale from the regular shop price. And so come on and check it out on my Instagram at Inner Outer Balance on Friday, on Saturday, on Sunday. I'm going to have some lovely crystals in the Instagram feed, and you can come purchase them. Today we're talking about the solar plexus chakra, and this is your third chakra. This chakra is located in the solar plexus area, so it's in the belly, roughly around the diaphragm area. That is where that energy center is located. It is known as the seat of personal power. So this chakra is associated with your personality, your ego, your confidence, your authenticity, your true self, your authentic self. The color is yellow, which was one of my favorite colors. I love yellow. The solar plexus chakra is associated with your digestive system, also the associated organs. It's also associated with your gut's emotional brain. So those gut feelings that you get stems from this energy center. And then your emotions are stored in the solar plexus. When your solar plexus chakra is in alignment, you are confident. You have a sense of self. So you have that self-confidence. You are authentic, right? So you're your own authentic self. You are your unique expression of who you are. You are purposeful. You have a purpose and a mission. You are here for a reason, and you are tuned in to that reason. You aren't kind of just going through life of like, whatever happens, happens. Whatever I do. So that is all connected to the solar plexus chakra. On the flip side, when your solar plexus chakra is out of alignment, you have a lack of self-confidence. You do not have any purpose or direction or motivation in life. You have a victim mentality. You have the need to control, particularly control others, control their thoughts, their feelings, their actions. You feel helpless because you're not tapped into that personal power of knowing that you are the captain of your ship. So you do a lot of blaming of, well, I couldn't do this because of this, and I couldn't do that because of this. And so that is when your solar plexus are out of alignment. On the physical ailment side, you're going to have your gastric and your digestive issues, so maybe ulcers, reflux, heartburn. Those are all associated with being out of alignment or having a imbalance in that particular energy zone. Also, eating disorders and diabetes are associated with being out of alignment within that solar plexus chakra region. So as we've talked about in other videos, there are so many ways to help bring your chakras into balance. So the solar plexus is no different. You've got your yoga, you've got your meditation, of course, your diet, your food. But keep in mind that your diet is not just what you eat. It's what you eat physically, obviously, as far as food and nutrition, but it's also what you eat mentally. What are you feeding yourself mentally? What are you feeding yourself emotionally? How are you speaking? How are you acting? That's all included in your diet. So keep that in mind. Also, essential oils, and of course, crystals, which is what we're going to be talking about, and then mantras and intentions. These are all ways that you can help bring your chakras into alignment. Solar plexus is associated with yellow, so you know when you see these yellow crystals or crystals with yellow in them that they are going to be associated with the solar plexus. Now, it doesn't mean that that's the only chakra it's associated with. However, it typically means that it is the primary chakra it's associated with. So, let me show you some of those yellow crystals. You know I love my pyrite. Pyrite is one of my absolute favorite crystals, one of the first crystals that I was introduced to as a kid, and it's just always had a special place in my heart. So pyrite. What else do we have? Yellow fluorite. Yellow fluorite is quickly becoming one of my favorites. It has that beautiful sunny color. And then look at this. This guy has the striations that fluorite usually has, but this is yellow or golden fluorite. This guy is for sale in the shop, just in case you were wondering. I love him. Also, I have yellow fluorite mushrooms. Look at that. Look at that. I picked these up at the gym show this past weekend. This one is mine. Also, yellow fluorite. Yellow fluorite. What else do we have? We have mica. This is a muscovite mica, and it's so shimmery and magical. Look at that. Ah, gorgeous. Associated with the solar plexus, we've got bumblebee jasper. Bumblebee jasper. Now, bumblebee jasper has other colors in it, so we know that it's probably associated with some other chakras, but we know it's also associated with the solar plexus because of that yellow color. I like bumblebee jasper. We have citrine. How could I forget citrine? This is natural citrine, just in case you're wondering, like, oh, it's not as yellow as I'm used to seeing. This is also natural citrine. This one's from Brazil. This one is from either the Congo or Namibia. I have pieces from both, and I can't remember which one this is from. I think this is from Namibia. But what I want to do is a citrine video later on, because a lot of people are used to seeing the baked amethyst, which is not natural citrine. Both of them are quartz, but one is heated up naturally in the earth. The other one is heated up artificially, not by the earth, and it's typically amethyst changed to citrine, or smoky quartz heat treated to change to citrine. But this is natural citrine and one of my favorites. And if you are very sensitive to energy, you can feel the difference between the baked amethyst and the natural citrine. It has a different energy signature, even though they're both going to be associated with the solar plexus. What else do we have? We've got this. Now, this guy has a little bit of orange on the other side, but I just want to show you the yellow side. And this is honey calcite over here, or yellow calcite. And so that's also associated with it. We've got crazy lace agate. And this is just another lace agate. You can't really see him as much. He's a little more washed out. And then tiger's eye, and septarian. So these are all crystals associated with the solar plexus. There are others. That's just a wide range I wanted to show you, so you kind of get the vibe of knowing when you see a crystal, oh, that's probably associated with the solar plexus. That's associated with my personal power, my confidence, my authenticity, my joy. So that's just something that you can keep in the back of mind, even though you might not know that this particular crystal has other properties associated with it. You know that those are going to be associated with it as well. Pyrite is the first crystal we're going to talk about, and you knew that because I love my pyrite. This is also known as fool's gold, because when people were hunting for gold, they would find pyrite and get so excited because they think they struck it rich, and they didn't. Pyrite is wonderful, but it is not gold. So that is, it's typically known as fool's gold. Pyrite gets its name from the Greek word for fire. And here's a cool little fun fact. If you strike pyrite, you can get sparks. So if you were trying to make a fire and you were having trouble, you had some pyrite, you could possibly get a fire from this bad boy by striking it really, really hard. Pyrite has a protective energy, and so it protects you against negative thoughts, negative vibrations, and that is from others as well as yourself. Because remember, we also have to take responsibility for the negativity that we bring to the table. And we all do. We all have our moments. So it's not just about other people's, right? The first thing that you want to change, or matter of fact, the only thing that you should be wanting to change is yourself. When you change yourself, then it ricochets and changes other things. There's a butterfly effect happening. So, pyrite. And pyrite is also good for that EMF protection. So your electromagnetic frequency, so your electric smog, cell phone towers and cell phones and microwaves, radiation, it's really good for that. It's also good for Mercury retrograde, which we are in now. And before I get back into this, let's just take a pause. How are you guys doing right now for Mercury retrograde? How are you guys doing? I hope you are faring well. I am doing well for Mercury retrograde. I've had a few hiccups electronic wise. That is to be expected. I don't even let it bother anymore. I'm just like, Mercury retrograde. But I just want to say a quick note about Mercury retrograde. It is a time for reflection. And so if you are having a lot of issues come up, reflect on the lessons that you can learn from those issues. It will make life so much easier, particularly for future Mercury retrogrades, if you have learned that lesson. So it's a time for reflection. It's a time for releasing. Release that energy. Don't hold on to it. And then it's a time for resetting. Reset, baby. Reset. So when you come out of this Mercury retrograde, you are a brand new, better you. Okay, now back to pyrite. So pyrite is also a stone of abundance. And so I have a wealth attraction set in my shop, and it includes pyrite, citrine, and aventurine. And I love that combination together when I'm working on abundance, particularly wealth and cash, right? So I love pyrite for that. It's just one of those really rich stones that, and when you look at it, you kind of think of money, right? Because it does look like gold. Pyrite's excellent for creativity, leadership. So if you're trying to overcome any fears, it's excellent for that as well. And just confidence, right? So that is the seat of your personal power. And so this is perfect for helping to build that confidence and just live as your authentic self. Pyrite. I just wanted to flash it a little bit for you just because this guy is so beautiful and flashy. Look at how it shimmers all over the place. Let me give you a closer look. Closer. I have a lot of pyrite in the shop, by the way. I have small pieces, I have big pieces, I have clusters, I have spheres, you name it. I even have a ganache of pyrite. Ganache. Citrine. Natural citrine, not heat treated amethyst, citrine. And first of all, I don't want you to think I'm throwing shade at heat treated amethyst. I've had some in the past. I work with it. It's just that you should know there's a difference between the two. Okay, I don't have any shade towards heat treated amethyst, but it's natural citrine. So natural citrine is known as the merchant stone, right? And so that's why I use it in my wealth attraction set, like I was talking about with the pyrite. So the pyrite, the citrine, and the aventurine, they just work so beautiful together. So if you are a merchant, if you're an entrepreneur, you have a business, this is a stone that you want to have in your collection. If you're vending, like if I'm out vending at a festival, this is something that's going to be in my pocket, or I'm going to have it on in jewelry form, because this is just going to give you that nice energetic vibe of prosperity and abundance and wealth. So citrine is amazing for that. But it's also a stone of joy. I mean, look at that yellow color. It just makes you feel joyous and happy. It's a stone of sunshine. It just reminds you of that energy of the sun. It's a stone of positivity, and citrine is a quartz, and so it also amplifies energy. It's excellent for manifestation works. It's particularly manifesting abundance and prosperity and wealth. It's excellent for that. So if you have any mantras that you do or any meditations that you do in regards to abundance, you want to make sure that you incorporate some citrine in there, because this is like one of my favorites for manifesting. And also, I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, I may have, but your solar plexus, that seat of personal power, is the energy center for manifesting. Of course, you want to be in alignment in your total body in balance, but that is like the seat for it, because when you're tapped into your personal power, now you're able to manifest at a greater level. because you have confidence to do so. You know you can do it. The last stone we're going to talk about is the yellow fluorite. And I already showed you this guy. He is so perfect for like an altar. He is gorgeous. And I don't know if you are a psychonaut like myself, but this mushroom is just giving me such trippy, wonderful vibes. I love this fluorite, yellow fluorite, or sometimes called golden fluorite mushroom. And then here's just a point. I think I have these in the shop as well, the golden fluorite or yellow fluorite points. But yellow fluorite is, I just found out about yellow fluorite, I think maybe about a year or two ago. It has not been long. I had just never seen it. And if I did see it, I just didn't know it was fluorite. So most of us are used to seeing fluorite in like rainbow fluorite. So particularly the greenish, purplish, bluish shades. And then a lot of times it'll be a piece that has all of those. But then you might just see green or purple or blue. So fluorite is known as the genius stone. It represents the highest state of intellectual achievement. And so yellow fluorite is associated with intellect. It's associated with bringing your intellectual thoughts into reality, your creative thoughts into reality. So it's really excellent with that. It's wonderful for focus. It's wonderful for joy and friendship. I recently learned something cool about yellow fluorite. Now, I personally have never tried this, but I welcome you to. It helps you find lost items. So what you can do is hold a piece of yellow fluorite in your hand, and whatever that's lost, whether it's some keys or a piece of jewelry, like I lost my rings this morning. I don't know if you noticed that I do not have on my traditional rings that I always have on this hand. I have no idea where they are. They are in the house, so but I can't find them. So maybe I'll be trying this technique later. I didn't even think about that. But no, I will be trying it because I need my rings. I love this ring. It's a lapis ring, but I don't typically wear this one on this hand. Yeah, I digress. So yellow fluorite, you hold a piece in your hand and you focus on what it is that's lost. You can close your eyes, open your eyes. I'm closing my eyes because I feel like I'm able to visualize better when I actually close these eyes and use this eye, that third eye or first eye. And so you visualize what it is that you lost, whether it's your keys or my rings. And this is supposed to help you locate and lead the way to the lost item. I'm kind of feeling like my rings are on the dresser somewhere, so I'll be looking for them after this video. Of course, I want to give you ways to use your crystals for bringing your solar plexus chakra into alignment, because it's nice to have the crystals. And even if you don't know what to do with them, energy is energy. So they still have the energy of the stone. It's just best, I find, that if you're able to intentionally set the direction of the energy. And that way it's not just not sitting there, you're actually working with the crystals. Because a lot of times people will say, well, what do crystals do for you? And it's a mutual thing that's happening. It's not just what will crystals do for you. You have to be doing something for yourself first, and then crystals are a tool to help you achieve that goal or achieve that energy that you're trying to achieve. So it's not just the crystal doing the work. You're doing the work. The crystal is a tool. Okay, so just keep in mind, it's a spiritual tool to help you achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. And so one way that you can use your crystals is jewelry. That is just my favorite way. I love to wear my crystals. It's easy. It's cute. And I told you in other videos, in ancient Egypt, jewelry was referred to as sa. Sa is personal protection. So that means that, of course, they knew that it was beautiful and it was adornment. And we know that because they made it look super fly. If it wasn't supposed to be fly, they wouldn't have even bothered making it look like that, right? So we know that that was one of the functions of it. But also, it was because of the properties. So whether it was the crystal property or the metal property, it had a symbolic and spiritual energy meaning behind it, which is why they wore it, not just because it was cute or pretty. That's not enough. And so that's how I like to wear my jewelry or my sa. So you can use the crystals that I've shown you are other solar plexus chakra crystals to help you align that energy, open that energy, balance that energy. And one way is if you have like a necklace, you can have a longer chain and it can kind of drip down to the solar plexus area, which is right in the belly area, upper belly diaphragm. And you can have that stone kind of lay right in that area. You can wear it here too, it doesn't matter. But just having it there is really letting it tap into that energy zone. Like with these, these are jade, and I have an unk with moldavite. And so they're kind of near my heart zone, right? And so I could wear it anywhere and they're going to do their thing, but like having them near my heart zone is really an excellent place to have them. So you can do that with your solar plexus crystals, but you can also wear bracelets, you can wear earrings, anklets, whatever it is, but wearing them as jewelry is just really easy. Meditation. And so if you meditate, you can hold a piece of citrine or yellow fluorite or pyrite in your hand, one hand, both hands, doesn't matter, but keep in mind your left is your receiving hand, your right is your giving hand. So you might just want to play with that and do one or both or the other. So you can hold it in your hand when you are meditating and really bring your awareness and to the energy of that stone and see if you feel any different versus meditating without it. What is it doing to you emotionally? What is it doing to you physically? How do you feel when using that crystal while meditating? Also, home decor. Home decor is a wonderful one, particularly for bigger pieces, because you're just really kind of changing the energy of your space and giving it that energy signature of whatever stone it is that you are using. Now for the solar plexus crystals, those yellow crystals, I would recommend not having them in the bedroom. They tend to be a little more energizing for a bedroom. Now, in bedrooms, I typically associate with relaxing. And so I keep the yellow stones out of the bedroom, particularly the larger ones. But any place else in the house, you get that beautiful joy, creativity, energizing, abundance, energy just happening. And that's a beautiful way to use them. The last way we'll talk about is with mantras or affirmations, and we're going to do a little exercise for that. Okay, so what I want you to do is go and get in front of a mirror, okay? And I'll give you a second to do that. With these mantras, you're going to look in the mirror at yourself, at your beautiful self, and you're going to look at yourself very lovingly, right, and caring, and like a best friend, because you are your own best friend. So you're going to look in the mirror. You're going to be kind and gentle with yourself, because I don't think we do that often enough. So you're going to look in the mirror and you are going to repeat these mantras or intentions to yourself. You are speaking to you. You can say them fast, you can say them slow, but really what I want you to do is let it sink in, because we're not just saying these. We are having a conversation with ourselves. We're having a conversation with the universe or the multiverse, and we are letting this sink in so we believe it if we don't already believe it. And so you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to say, I am confident. I am confident. I am confident. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am powerful. I am my authentic self. I am my authentic self. I am my authentic self. Those are just a few, but you can make up anything you want for any. You can do this with all of the chakras, right? So just make sure it's kind of in alignment with whatever the energy of that stone is. So, right, we said confident and powerful and authentic self because those are associated with the solar plexus. But let's say we were doing something that was associated with the root chakra. We could say something like, I am secure. I am rooted and grounded and in balance, right? So you can make up your own, and you just sit there and look at yourself in the mirror and go ahead and go for it, right? And you can do this anytime. Maybe you're having a rough day and you might just need to run in the bathroom, whether you're at home or work at a restaurant, wherever, and just go ahead and just do it real fast, get yourself boosted up, and then come on out and you are ready to go, right? So that is the solar plexus chakra. What are your favorite solar plexus chakra crystals? Mine is Pyrite and Citrine. Those are my two favorite. What's your favorite solar plexus chakra crystal? What's your favorite activity or thing to do to utilize the solar plexus chakra crystal? Let me know. Drop it in the comments. And don't forget, I've got the flash sale happening this Friday on Instagram at Inner Outer Balance. Right in my news feed, you will see the crystals popping up. They'll have the crystal, the measurements, and the price, and you would just write in the comments, I want that. That's mine. I'll take it, and it's yours. So yeah, like, comment, share, subscribe. ZuZuNatural. Peace out.